Hello, I'm Benjamin Yodsenga. I'm going to talk about different things that are put into consideration in international trade. The first thing is trade barriers. Trade barriers are kinds of accepted restrictions on international trade, which reduces overall economic efficiency. This is according to Lehman Learning ND. Trade barriers favor rich countries over poor countries because they have more comparative advantages compared to the poor countries. Examples of trade barriers include tariffs, non-tariff barriers to trade, import and export licenses, currency devaluation, embargo, and many others. All these force the customers to pay high prices on commodities, which might even be lower or might be products of poor quality. This will pose a burden to Asthma Widget Company if it enters in the trade with a country that has high trade barriers. It will even reduce its efficiency, and then the trade will not be effective. Trading in a country that has high trade barriers can even reduces the sales targets, and Asthma Widget Company might choose to trade in a country with lower trade barriers. Another concept is exchange rates. Exchange rates are comparisons of currencies of the two countries. The value of country's currency in terms of other countries' currency. For example, how much yen are in $1? $1 is approximately equal to 6.64 Chinese yuan. Then $1 is also equivalent to 68 Indian rupees, whereas €1 is greater than $1 because €1 is equivalent to 1.17 dollars. This is according to Wanda 2018. This means that US dollars are expensive than Chinese yuan and Indian rupees, while they are cheaper than the euros. When the country's currency values more than another country's currency, it means that the country has more advantage in trade than the other country of the lower currency rate. Like if the euros are higher than the dollars, it means that the countries which use euros like have more advantage in trade compared to the countries which use dollars. Uh, then it's it's a great opportunity to Acme widget companies because they use the dollars, and the trade will succeed in India because the Indian rupees are lower compared to the US dollars. Another concept that we need to deal with is tariffs. Tariffs are normally taxes that are imposed on imports. They should occur in two types. The first one is specific tax, which is levied as a tax charge, and ad valorem tax, which are calculated as percentage on the value, sailor.org. Tariffs are used as ways of limiting the flow of imports of a certain products in its country. Through raising the taxes, they limit the country to flow in the they limit the product to flow in the country. Tariffs are used when the country wants to protect its infant industries which are growing. They might be used also in order to help the countrymen from using the harmful products. When a company chooses to enter in the trade where the country charges high taxes, it might fail. And then this is uh, a great threat to Acme widget companies if it chooses to trade with the countries which has higher tariffs, but it might choose to trade with the countries that charges lower tariffs on the products so that it can trade freely.